Good morning, YouTube ladies. So, I'm trying to find some good music to listen to in the background. Okay, so I know this is like my 10th video for the week, and I promise this will be my last for at least this week. But there's a couple things that have changed, kind of, that I wanted to let you all know, and I wanted to clear a couple things up. And I wanted to announce the contest winner. There was only a couple of video responses, which is really what I was checking on, the video responses. So there were 4, and I don't have a computer, so I can't really show you, but I did use random.org. I also used my husband's, but somebody emailed and said they trusted random.org more, so I did random.org. Like I said, there were 4 video entries, and it was the first. They picked 1. So the first person, I had already told her she was the first person to enter, so she knows, but it's Taitwa. And if you don't watch her channel, you definitely should. It's a great channel. She's a great lady. And her, the way you spell it is Taetwa. And she's trying to conceive her. She's just been diagnosed with PCOS. So go over, show her some love, and subscribe to her. She also did a tag, a little tongue twister tag that I didn't have time to do, but from what I understand, it was a fun little tag. So congratulations to you, and I will inbox you, and just let me know whether you like Starbucks or Jamba Juice or Target. Whichever one you prefer, you get. And then I will ask for your address and send that to you in the mail. I'm also, I'm thinking about starting a Lucky Duck. I know this is a great thing going around the community, so I'm thinking about starting that, but I'm going to ask Leanna May about it a little bit, because she's the one that does most of it, from what I understand. So, and I would really love to have a little Lucky Duck. So anyway, besides all of the contest stuff, on to trying to conceive. So, like I had said, I mentioned that we got the travel vouchers, and if you haven't watched that video to understand what I'm really talking about, go ahead and watch that video. And I think it's the last one that I said all that in, but we finally got our travel vouchers. We're trying to decide when to take our vacation, but it has to be kind of planned around trying to conceive, so it's really, really hard to plan this, especially since we're scuba divers, and we love to scuba dive. So it would be kind of a disappointment, I'm not going to lie. It would be kind of a disappointment to go all the way to St. Lucia and me be like 4 weeks pregnant or something, and I couldn't dive. That would just kind of suck. But like I also said in the last video, I kind of let Jeremy take the reins on what we were going to do this cycle, because he actually had an opinion about it for the first time. And I'm not saying that he never has had an opinion and I'm just like forcing him to have a baby. He wants a baby as well, but he never had a preference as to whether I went to the doctor already to look into what's going on, or if I waited for that. When the whole Clomiphene thing got brought up, he was very supportive and said it was my body, and obviously he'd like to do things that heighten the chance of us getting pregnant. But if for whatever reason I didn't want to do the Clomiphene at this point, it was up to me. So it's kind of been that way, where it's like, well, yeah, sure, that would be a great thing to do, but I don't have an opinion either way, so you decide because it's your body, or you decide because you know more what's going on than I do. So this time, though, he had an opinion, and I misunderstood it. I thought he wanted to have me fill the prescription and then not take it, just wait until we were actively trying to conceive again, and then for now, just not try but not prevent. So I was all cool with that, just because I wanted to do the last round of Clomid and then do the not trying, not preventing if the Clomid didn't work. However, like I said, I let him take the reins. So, when he said that, I just kind of said, okay, that's what we're going to do. And then I was talking to him the night before last, and I was like, okay, so how is this going to work? A bunch of timing questions on my mind in terms of the vacation. And I was saying, well, maybe I'll just go and get that copper IUD back in so that we don't have to worry about it. We can definitely still dive on the vacation. And he was like, well, I'd rather have a baby than dive. We can always go back to St. Lucia. And my heart skipped a beat. And I was super excited. I was like, okay, so you don't want to you just want to not try not prevent. He was like, no, you're supposed to start the Clomid in the morning, right? And I was like, well, I thought you didn't want me to take the Clomid this cycle. He said, no, I really want you to take the Clomid this cycle, and we're going to hope it works. And then if it doesn't, we'll just go not preventing until we save up enough money for the reproductive endocrinologist, and if we need it for IVF, which we would need about $13,000 around. Yikes. So we're continuing our savings. I started Clomid yesterday. I am on 150 milligrams, and actually it's time for me to take my second set of pills. So this is the bottle that it's coming in because there are so many dang pills. Look at this. Like, it's as big as my head. It is this tall sucker of a bottle, and I'm trying to get it open with one hand. It's not working very well. I might be going the wrong way. Hold on, y'all. Sorry. So I have to take my second round. I am taking 3 pills at a time for 5 days. Today is day 2. So it's 150 milligrams of Clomiphene citrate, Clomid. And let me tell y'all, I have already started. Let's see if you can still see me. You guys are sitting on my ankle. Yesterday was day 1, but by the end of day 1, I was having hot flashes, and for the first time yesterday, these pills just tasted so gross. I mean, they tasted kind of before, not my favorite thing to take, but it was never nasty. Yesterday, it was just nasty. Okay, I dropped one. Okay, so 3 little wet pills. I was taking them yesterday, and one of my coworkers saw me, and he thought I was taking ecstasy. Not a fan. So I told him, no, it's not ecstasy. But I'm not going to tell you what it is. I was just like, it's like aspirin. He's like, oh, okay. So we're trying the Clomid. Already having hot flashes. The first round, it took me until day 5 to get my first hot flash, and then it kind of every once in a while from there. Round 2, it was day 3 that I got my first hot flash, and then it was pretty intense from there for like 2.5 weeks. So day 1, I've started hot flashes already and that Clomid headache. So we'll see how it continues to go, and that's where we're at. So I will update y'all after the pills are done, how I'm feeling, and when I owe, and all that. So I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, YouTube.